Don't be afraid of being different. You don't know how many times I've came across people who judged me based off how I look, how I dressed, how I talked, and how I acted. And many times in the past, I fell victim into thinking that, oh, I gotta fit in, I gotta find somebody who I could click with. I just had to fit in with somebody so I don't have to be the sore thumb standing out. I didn't want to be the person who gets picked on. I looked for an escape, an escape through other people. Like nerds will be with the nerds, the geeks will be with the geeks, the jocks will be with the jocks, the players will be around the other players, things of that nature. As I've gotten older, leaving high school, in the outside world, it doesn't really matter. The most scariest thing is living your life like everybody else with no purpose or no sense of accountability and growth. Just live your life, do whatever you want, reap no consequences. Even when you reap the consequences, it is what it is. You live in your life. America and any country that practices this in general, we were brought up to be spoiled. And we can't blame social media or society or the laws where they're encouraging everybody to live however they want, okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about not being afraid of standing up and speaking for what's right. I've learned that I don't have to stress myself out to prove my worth to anybody else. My only sense of worth is proving my worth to God. This is just facts. Where do you think you're going to go after this life? There is no time to fool around like that because with time, it does not wait for nobody. Time does not wait for nobody. Said it before and said it many times. I'm in my early 30s. Yesterday, it feels like I was 20 years old. Now I'm in my early 30s. You don't think there's a time where you have to put the nonsense down and work on yourself, self-growth? The Bible says, seek God while you're young. I was fortunate enough to grow into church because my mom did her best to put me in the Word, even though it was not the type of churches that was very helpful. I still got introduced and got the introduction to who Jesus was and who God is. God didn't come down in the flesh in Jesus to just kill himself, sacrifice himself for us to just live and do whatever we want. He came here in flesh to set an example of how we're supposed to live. That is true fulfillment. Setting an example, sacrificing himself for the greater good for mankind. But today, people don't care. Most people don't want to listen. Most people are just living their life like there's no tomorrow. And they're thinking to themselves, oh, my pastor said I could do whatever I want. I'm saved and I'm always saved. That is not true. You're a lost cause and that is a lie. That pastor is lying in your face while collecting his money from you. You keep paying that pastor a whole bunch of money to tell you a lie. Why wouldn't he stop? He's going to keep telling you lies because you're paying for his rent. You're paying for his car note. You're paying for his mortgage. Don't be afraid of being different. I don't care about name brand clothes. I don't care about the next name brand shirt, what kind of jeans this person is wearing, following trends, keeping up with your followers on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, the likes and clicks, the attention and validation that you get from hundreds and thousands of strangers online to make you have a sense of worth. But if you don't have that type of attention, you believe that you don't have a sense of purpose. There are a lot of women, and there is men as well, who falls into this exact same category. These people end up becoming a narcissist. They feel like there's no need to change because so many people tell them that you're beautiful the way you are. You're so handsome. Hundreds of millions of and thousands of people is always validating them every single day. So there's a lot of people in this world that are chasing that. So now they're looking at that like, wow, this person has so many followers. This person has so many subscribers. I want that validation. I want that type of attention. But it's all vanity. You think celebrities are so happy getting attention every single day? You just got to take the time and think about this. Have a sense of me time. Look at the people that you're hanging around. If you have no sense of fulfillment or purpose, why don't you go to God and actually pray about it? Why do you think God is one of the biggest things that, not biggest things, but biggest purposes that people should view their life on, their life worth, their sense of worth? I don't have Instagram anymore. I don't even have Twitter, Snapchat. The only social media app that I would use normally on a daily basis just to follow the news and see what's going on is YouTube. I don't care about how many subscribers I got. Who am I trying to impress? I don't care if I don't have nobody validating me. Why do I have to feel like I have to show myself off to get validation from strangers and people around the world? For what? What is that going to mean for me after I'm not here anymore? After I die, after I go? There's no sense of purpose behind vanity things. We're in the flesh. We're here right now. People are getting killed every single day. But then you have people complaining about how many followers that they don't have. People complaining about my parents is not buying me the newest iPhone. People are complaining about my Instagram account was hacked or I'm banned from Twitter. People are complaining about, oh, I'm not making enough money off of OnlyFans. But there's people in third world countries not living the way we're living. The countries where they're going through war every single day. Where there's drama, where people feel isolated, lost, have no hope. You know who they turn to when they have no hope? God. They start praying. Most people would do that. And it's funny, that's what a lot of people would do. Majority of the time. For those of you that actually believes that there is a God out there, because there is a God. My sense of fulfillment and purpose is with God. Who gave you that job? Why do you have eyes to see? You got hands. You got a mouth to speak. You don't need the newest iPhone, the newest gadgets. Who are you validating? The world? Your friends? To show off to other people? Or is it for yourself? Who is it for? There's nothing wrong with liking nice things. As for me, I prefer to be a minimalist, and I don't like gaining attention like that because I don't want to be seen as the way of the world. I love being different. And I'm not talking about being different by, oh, you got to wear a different trend. I'm not talking about that. You ever notice why there's a lot of millionaires and people who are rich, why they just wear a white t-shirt and blue jeans with maybe New Balance sneakers? They have a dad hat, a plain watch. So nobody doesn't bother them. So nobody doesn't pursue to end up robbing them. They end up driving one of the most beat up cars, a car from the 1990s. Something where somebody will look at their car like, ugh, why is he driving around with that ugly car? But then next thing you know, he goes home. He has a mansion worth $1 million. And he has over $1 million in his savings account. And he could be a banker. Seriously, that's just a perfect example. Who are you living your life for? The world, people around you? Or is it for God? Or is it for you? Because so many people today, the reason why they're so addicted to validations is because there's this new principle today that is being spread and taught online. This new religion of the world. This new philosophy where you could be called a god, or you are a god. A lot of people in society wants you to believe and think, and wants others to think that there is no God, but there is a God. It contradicts life if you believe that you're a god, because you're still gonna die like everybody else in the end of the day, rich or poor, small or great. Everybody is going to face death one day. And the judgment of God, it's a real thing. It is very real. Don't be afraid of being judged because you don't want to be like other people or be part of the world. Don't be afraid because you're not following trends, or you don't have Instagram or Facebook. Heck, I got Facebook, but I'm barely on it. I'm more private about my life now. Ever since I've gotten married, I have high respect for my wife. And to me, she's very beautiful. And at the exact same time, she doesn't use social media to seek validation, to let others tell her that she's beautiful. She's already confident within herself, and she doesn't need fancy jewelry and all the materialistic items of the world to prove it, or to prove somebody, or to prove herself. God already provided the proof, because I married her in the process. Think about it. Casual talk here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.